the U.S. consumes over 80% of the world's opioids. Mothers Against Prescription Drug Abuse are launching a campaign to raise awareness. And joining us today with more, we have Mary Bono, former Congresswoman and co-founder, chair of the Board of Directors and CEO of Mothers Against Prescription Drug Abuse, and Matt Robinson, a voice from the Painful Truth campaign. Thank you both so much for waking up with us. Mary, let's start with you. What do people need to know about the risks of opioids when it comes to pain relief options available to them?
Well, great question, Maggie. You know, it's important that people realize that approximately every 30 minutes, we lose somebody to a prescription opioid overdose, and that's just here in the United States. Now, opioids can carry significant risks like addiction, abuse, or loss of life, yet they're still more widely prescribed here in the United States than anywhere else in the world. It's also important to know that if you are taking a prescription opioid for pain, or you're being prescribed a prescription opioid for pain, you could possibly become addicted to those pain pills.
Right, and Matt, you actually have a very personal take on all of this. Can you share a little bit about your story and why there should be alternatives?
Absolutely. So I was hooked on opioids for over a decade. I didn't start out seeking to become an addict. I don't think anyone does. I was trying to treat pain. I had an injury. I broke my leg playing football. A few years later, I hurt my back falling down some stairs, herniated some discs, and I was seeking comfort from pain. At no point did I ever have a conversation with my doctor about addiction or the possibility of it or what could come from that. And it sent me down a path of 10 years of chasing this thing and going to places I swore I would never go, you know, ruining almost everything in my life. When in the beginning, it starts innocent. I know many like me that are just trying to treat their pain.
I think you bring that up a really good point. You were just trying to treat your pain. You weren't looking for this. There's such a stigma sometimes. So, Mary, back to you. What is your organization doing to stop this?
Well, for over a decade, we've been focused on drug abuse prevention and awareness campaigns. We've also been working closely with families so they might understand the potential consequences of prescription opioid use. We are encouraging people to talk to their doctors about alternatives, about options, what options there might be out there, whether it's an over-the-counter pain medicine they might choose or some sort of supportive therapies they might seek out. The thing is to talk to your doctor. And Matt points out something that's very important, is that, we've come a long way. A decade ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, we sort of were in denial about this opioid epidemic, but now there's no more denial. And patients have to empower themselves. They have to have the knowledge and ask their doctors what alternatives are there that might not be as addictive or addictive, over the counter, or again, other therapies. And so that's what we're trying to do today.
I really appreciate you raising awareness about this because so many people, they're having surgery or they have an injury and they need to know how to be a self-advocate for pain management. Where can we go for more about this important issue?
Well, you can go to Aleve.com/thepainfultruth to find out about our campaign on raising awareness about options.
Well, I really appreciate both of you sharing your story. And Matt, thank you so much for sharing this personal experience that you had as well.